Hi guys, so many years ago while Boris Johnson was attending Eton, one of his teachers sent a letter to Stanley Johnson, the Prime Minister's father, saying in it that Boris was somebody who believed the rules did not apply to him, that others needed to follow whatever regulations were handed down, but in some way he was exempt, he was special. Well, fast forward to Friday, the morning after the loss of a safe seat to the Liberal Democrats, one that had been held by the Conservatives for 200 years, we have Boris Johnson blaming everyone but himself for the loss. But let's hear who he thinks the culprit is this time.
So what things that went wrong under your watch, that are your responsibility, are partly to blame? For instance, do you think the absolutely cavalier approach to lockdown rules by you and your staff in Downing Street played a part in last night's defeat?
I think that people are frustrated, and I understand that basically what's been going wrong, Sam, is that in the last few weeks, some things have been going very well, but what the people have been hearing, is just a constant litany of stuff about politics and politicians and stuff that isn't about them and isn't about the things that we can do to make life better. And
it is about them. It is about them because they have been following the rules and you haven't. They have been wearing masks at all time and you haven't. They haven't been having parties and you have. Yes, it is about them. This is something that concerns them because, as I said, they're the ones who are following the guidance and the people who have written the guidance are not following it. So yes, it is affecting them.
And so to that extent, of course, you're right. And I think that the job of the government is to make people like you, Sam, interested in the booster rollout and in skills and in housing and in everything else that we're doing. And unfortunately, you're totally right. We haven't been able to get the focus on those issues.
So what he wants is the media just to roll over. The media just to report when Boris Johnson goes and dresses up as a doctor or dresses up as an engineer or dresses up as a police officer. That's what Boris Johnson wants. He doesn't want the media to report on wallpaper or to report on corruption or report on Christmas parties because it's embarrassing for him. It's a problem. It distracts the public. That's what he wants the media to do. He doesn't want the media to hold him to account or hold politicians to account. He wants to be free to do whatever the hell he wants and to get away with it and not be held to account by the media or by Parliament. That's not how it should work, Boris Johnson. You're not a king. You have to be held to account. And now, as you've heard, there's this massive defeat for the Conservatives, a seat that was held for 200 years lost, and Boris Johnson will still not take responsibility for it. It's someone else's fault. It's the media's fault. The media's fault because they've been focusing on things like, us breaking the rules. If the media were not focusing on things like that, and instead just regurgitating my lies, then the voters wouldn't have known any different and they would have come out and voted for a Conservative once again. He doesn't understand, that you can lie to people for so long until they get tired of it. Lying to them when you're Mayor of London, lying to them when you're an MP, lying to them over Brexit. It's interesting that the seat that did flip supported Brexit to a considerable amount. And it's now flipped to the Remain party, the Liberal Democrats. So I think the public are tired of Boris Johnson, tired of his lies and tired of his crap. And he's not getting what he wants with the media just rolling over and, as I said, regurgitating his lies. Let me know in the comment section, guys, what you think about all of this. As always, your comments are greatly appreciated. Thanks a lot.